Not everyone is safe for your marriage. Yes, I know it sounds harsh and it sounds a bit cruel, but the reality is that some people will smile with you, but behind your back, sow seeds of division behind the scenes. And there are some that may appear to be harmless, but they will pull you away from your spouse, your values, and the vows and the commitment that you made to your husband. So, in this video, let's talk about 5 types of people you need to protect your relationship from, your marriage from at all costs. Hi, my name is Lois Raymond, and on this channel, I'm all about helping and serving you navigate and blossom through life as a godly young woman, mother, and wife. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please, I encourage you to do so. Whenever you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will always be the first to know. So let's get started. The secret admirer or the secret crush. Now, this kind of goes both ways. You may know someone, and through your discernment or through different behavior patterns, you think or your spouse believe that this person might have a secret crush on you, or they have feelings for you, or it may be that you are crushing on someone or you admire someone, and you may be saying, well, you know what, the feeling, it's little, it's nothing to be alarmed by. Or it may be mutual, where both of you are crushing on someone, and that person is crushing on you, and you might be thinking, oh, it's nothing to take serious. You got to be careful, because if you are not careful and if you entertain certain behaviors, certain thoughts, and certain conversations, what started off as subtle and innocent and harmless can begin to grow in silence and then threaten your marriage, threaten your relationship. Honey, uproot these feelings urgently, set boundaries, and guard your heart. Situations like these start off innocently. It starts off so subtle, and then before you realize it, you realize that, oh my gosh, I'm falling in love with someone, or oh my gosh, this person is, it's beginning to affect my marriage, it's beginning to affect my relationship. Number 2, the controllers. Now, these type of people can be a bit tricky to deal with, and you have to handle very strategically and wisely. Because most of the times they are your really good friends, your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents, or your parents. Most of the times, these are the people that have played a very influential and a major role in your life and have supported you in substantial ways. They may have helped you with your wedding, or just helped you financially, paid for your honeymoon. And honestly, their heart is one of goodwill. But sometimes they still see you as that little girl. Even though you're married, the mom still sees her son, that's my 5, they still see you as that 5-year-old boy, and they cannot adjust to the transition and of the reality that you're no longer my covering, you're no longer in control or have a significant amount of influence and control over my life. So even though you're married now, they still treat you like if you are under their roof. They are very opinionated in your relationship. They feel as though they're entitled. They get into your arguments. They would maybe want to dictate the affairs of your relationship, tell you how to run your house, what you need to do. They get involved in certain discussions that don't need a third party. But because they are mother or father or auntie, they feel as though they have a sense of entitlement. So now, as I said, you have to be strategic with these type of people. You may not be able to disconnect yourself from this type of persons, because they are your family, they are your really good friends. But you have to establish healthy boundaries with these type of people. And sometimes you have to even have those hard, vulnerable, tough, clear conversations with these individuals. Because if you don't, it can cause a lot of conflict in your relationship. Number three, the frenemies. These are the wolves in sheep clothing. They disguise themselves as friends, and maybe at one point in your life, they were genuinely happy for you. But now things have changed because now you're thriving and you're living your best life. And now you're starting to see signs of jealousy, and maybe they are gossiping and talking behind your back, secretly waiting for your downfall, secretly waiting for your relationship or your marriage or your wedding to fail, or just spreading rumors or just tarnishing your characters. You're seeing these signs. And now they are not just toxic for you, but they are toxic for the season that you're about to enter into and for your relationship. Please, I encourage you, stop feeding these type of people information. Move in silence, pray for them, keep them at an arm's length, and keep it pressing. Maybe it is in this season of your life, they are no longer your friend, they are your associate. Number four, your ex. Of course, I cannot speak about the persons to protect your marriage from at all costs without speaking about your ex. They're your ex for a reason. Now, I totally understand that some relationships end in a very good note, and even after they have broken up, they can have a very cordial relationship with their ex. But I believe that your ex should not have access to your present and your future. You are married now. That chapter of your life is closed. It's in the past. And there's no reason that your spouse should be competing with someone that you have left in your past. Now, I understand for some, you may be working with this person, you may be attending the same church with this person. I encourage you, keep it cordial, keep it professional, keep it pushing, and make sure that that door is shut firmly. And number five, the wounded advisor. Sometimes the most dangerous advice comes from people that speaks from their own pain and trauma instead of from the well of wisdom. It may be a single person that may have had bad experiences with a man or a divorced woman. I remember years ago I went to this camp, and this lady, she came to the camp, and like she was just talking about what she experienced, and she was basically saying that men change. Like, she married this guy, and after a few years he changed, and she thought that he was a Christian, but he just ill-treated her. And she was just painting this picture of men, and that they are so terrible, and after you get married you see the true person and they change. And I remember, like, while she was talking, I was so terrified of marriage. I really was. Like, I was like, I don't even want to get married if it's going to be like that. And the fear of, okay, well, what if I really marry someone and they do change, and they were just putting on a mask or just faking just to be with me. And I remember after that, there was this lady, a pastor's wife, and I'll call her name Sister Mac in Dutch. And she came and she rebuked the woman, and she was basically telling us, like, hey, marriage is a beautiful thing, and not because this woman experienced certain things with men means that all men are like this. They are good men. And she was just encouraging us. So a lot of the times people, they talk from their pain and they talk from their hurt. And even though you can empathize with people and their feelings are valid, and it may have a level of truth there and principles that you can learn from, just to put like a plaster on things, on marriage, and just say, okay, well, it is bad and men are terrible, I think it's not wise. So these people aren't healed properly because they are wounded. They speak out of their hurt. And honestly, they may love you and they may be trying to prepare you or trying to warn you. But if their heart, it is still carrying the weight of that hurt and that betrayal, that disappointment, that regret, their counsel will reflect that. So they may mean well, but Their counsel, it will be laced with fear, mistrust, and negativity towards marriage. So discernment is key. Not everyone is qualified to speak into your relationship and to speak into your union. So guys, marriage is a beautiful thing, but it's also a battlefield. And guarding your relationship, it is not optional, it is necessary. So ask God for discernment, set healthy boundaries, and remember that peace in your marriage is more precious and valuable than the approval of men. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.